Hello and welcome to Universe Mode. This is Friday Night Smackdown. We are here tonight, just over a week away from their next exclusive pay-per-view Battleground. And once more, Smackdown has put on a surefire, incredible card with two huge main events on the show. And we're going to get to one of them right away. Two of SmackDown's even most iconic superstars, and one of the most notable battles between two men. Kevin Owens and Brock Lesnar go one-on-one tonight to start things off on SmackDown. Owens has never beaten the Beast in one-on-one action, and now tonight, with the WWE Championship opportunity looming over his head, can the Beast make it a bad night to remember for the prize fighter and force Kevin Owens to suffer another loss to Brock Lesnar, which is what he doesn't need on the road to Battleground? But speaking of Battleground, of course, that would of course speak of Kevin Owens' opponent on the evening, the WWE Champion Kyle O'Reilly, who is in the main event. We have got a star-studded main event. The Elite will go up against the team of Shinsuke Nakamura and the WWE Champion Kyle O'Reilly here tonight in what promises to be, once more, another great tag team matchup. It is going to be all over the place. It is going to be a prelude to Nakamura and Omega once more, as well as Kenny Omega has to be in that tag team matchup, as one of the fellow Elite members, Nick Jackson, already has to do a match later on tonight. But as for right now, we're going to get things underway with Kevin Owens and Brock Lesnar. Man, oh man, are we starting things off huge here on SmackDown. I'm already beyond hyped for another showdown between two of SmackDown's toughest superstars, and two men who are in huge matches when it comes to Battleground. Kevin Owens, who last week of course became the number one contender for the WWE Championship after defeating Finn Balor in the main event. It is now his time to go after Kyle O'Reilly and to go after a record-setting 5th WWE Championship, something that no one has ever done. Kevin Owens has won that title 4 times, which of course no one's ever done. But he shares the most world title reigns with Austin Aries, and he would like to change that around at Battleground. However, before he gets to Battleground, he's got to focus on a man known as the Beast, and is getting ready to go up against the best. Brock Lesnar has been on a rampant return of these last 2 weeks, and now tonight, will Kevin Owens be another victim in his path? We'll find out, but the prize fighter wants to open his mouth before this thing gets underway. Kevin Owens, before he even starts this matchup, it seems as if the prize fighter wants to speak a few words, and that is what he's doing here tonight. He is talking about last week and how it woke something up within Kevin Owens. It reminded him who he is, what he's here for, and the kind of man that he can be. And he's going to take that into tonight and into Battleground. Owens knows he is one of the greatest in this universe. He is one of the most loyal to this universe as well, but that does not mean he's going to be the nicest. He is craving WWE Championship number 5, and he will do whatever it takes. And he will do whatever it takes to beat Brock Lesnar here tonight, because Kevin Owens has switched up his plan of method. He has switched up his tactics. No longer is it going to be fight Owens fight, but the re-emergence of kill Owens kill. He has got blood. He has got a need for bloodshed, and he starts it here tonight on SmackDown, and he ends it just over a week at Battleground with a WWE Championship above his head. And without further ado, he wants to get this match underway. Well, who would have thought that Kevin Owens had those things to say? Who would have thought that Kevin Owens would make Brock Lesnar wait in line? Kill Owens Kill, though, has emerged, and that means that Kevin Owens is not here to put on a great match. He's here to take blood. He's here to basically take a life, more so than anything. Kevin Owens is not leaving Brock Lesnar walk all over him. He is going to get his first win over Lesnar, and he is going to make it a huge moment as well, which gives him huge momentum heading into Battleground. But Lesnar seems focused only on one thing, and that is bringing a return ticket to Suplex City for Kevin Owens. Brock Lesnar, who over these last 2 weeks has left CM Punk laying down as a result of his wrath, looks to continue that here tonight, only this time around with Kevin Owens. Is this Brock's time here on SmackDown to get off to another great victory for him? We'll find out, but it just goes to show how incredible SmackDown is. They know they've got two stars that in matchups, but instead of wearing out the crowd, they have one going on at the start and then one going on at the end. This one is going to be a great card, because we're also going to be determining the number one contender for the SmackDown Women's Championship as well, so I'm looking forward to that. But without further ado, we get this one underway. Lesnar and Owens begins, and it's Lesnar who is in control right from the start here. But Kevin Owens is able to fight his way out there. Who knows what Brock Lesnar could be looking for. Kevin Owens now going to use his strength. Look at that by Owens there. Incredible maneuver to kick things off in regards to his offense. But Brock Lesnar isn't too happy about that one. Backdrop there and a stiff landing for KO. Lesnar's MMA background, of course, coming into play there. Triangle. A leg lock and just elbowing away. I mean, I know that's not a legal move in MMA, but still. I don't think it is. I don't think you can elbow it. No, you can't elbow down an opponent. Okay. Conversation with myself over there, but Owens continues to fight on. Oh, nice Samoan drop there. Continues going here. Can Owens keep a string of offense going and try and wear down the beast in this moment? Owens and Lesnar, of course, both can't afford to let this match go on too long, or else risk injury or risk significant damage to one another heading into Battleground. And of course, as I said, they both have two incredibly important matches to go through as well, and the last thing they want is an injury. Great clothesline counter there by Lesnar, and here we go. Let the suplexes begin for Kevin Owens. There's the first. Brock Lesnar waited a little while, but he's finally getting the introductions underway. A gut-wrench suplex there. That was very nicely hit indeed. In the corner now. Went for the knee in the gut there, but Owens caught it. Great counter by KO. And now, can Kevin Owens fight on and continue something going here? Can he turn this match around in his favor after the onslaught there of some suplexes by Brock Lesnar? It's not about how many moves Lesnar hits. It's about what moves Lesnar hits in general. And if he's going around, if he only hits 4 German suplexes, and yet it may only be 4, but that is 4 of the most damaging suplexes that you could ever ask for. And there was a second German suplex there, and this time the knee in the corner is counted once more, I should say. Owens turning this match around once again, maybe, or just stuck in place very awkwardly. There we go. Brings him in place. Suplex there. Owens showing some good strength here. He's had more offense in this match, but this match is still very evenly split in account of the fact that, well, Brock Lesnar can just overpower you in an instant, but Owens is making life incredibly difficult for the Beast here. Counter after counter. He brings him in here. Is it going to be the package pile driver? No, it's the fallaway powerbomb. Kevin Owens, though, is still not giving Brock Lesnar any time to recover here. The Beast still in trouble. Cannibal Senton is missed. Body colliding into nothing there but the protection of the turnbuckle. Oh, what a forearm shot in the face there by Lesnar. Gets back in the ring. And oh no, Kevin Owens is dazed and confused. And that's the last thing you want to be around Brock. Welcome to Suplex City. A trio of German suplexes for the number one contender. But it doesn't look like Brock Lesnar's done yet. This isn't even, well, this is obviously got countouts in effect. And he's just tearing apart the announcer's table there. For whatever reason, but it doesn't seem as if that's in the mindset of Brock Lesnar right now. What is continue on his battle with Kevin Owens. Oh my god. There's a 6th German suplex in this match. And it might be the end. It looked like he was perhaps thinking of a variation there of how to get the F5 locked in. Backfired, pop-up powerbomb. The cover, the count, the 1 count on Brock Lesnar. Holy shit. The pop-up powerbomb got him a 1 count and nothing more. Brock Lesnar proving that he's made of something completely different here, as opposed to most normal humans. What a exploder suplex there that one was by Brock. Sent to the turnbuckle. No, he sent towards the ropes by Owens. Collision between the two. Kevin Owens may look for that fall-away powerbomb once more, and he gets it on Brock. What a start this has been to Friday Night Smackdown thus far. Big kick in the back there. And Kevin Owens proving that his onslaught is not done here. Didn't get much of that as Brock got his foot in the ropes. I didn't get a good angle on it, so I don't know if he was in the ropes. Kevin Owens now resorting to any tactics to try and get the win here, using the ropes to his advantage. And Brock forces his way out at a 1 count. Brock sends him into the turnbuckle. This is not where you want to be. In fact, you don't even want to be in the ring with Brock Lesnar at this point, because the Beast is starting to get very dangerous. And I think Kevin Owens just got busted open. Owens is busted open, and Lesnar's having a field day with it. Well, this ain't going to be Suplex City, but it is going to be Powerbomb Plaza. For Kevin Owens, a trio. Oh God, a trio of shattering power bombs unloading onto the #1 contender. And Brock Lesnar looks ready, set, and able to fire the trigger with an F5. That one should end it. 1, 2, 3. Brock Lesnar with another win over Kevin Owens, and he beats the #1 contender as well. Is there nothing that Lesnar can't do? Brock Lesnar gonna have to celebrate this win now. Oh no, he's not. Oh no, he's not. Brock isn't done. Brock isn't done with Owens. This doesn't need to happen. This really does not need to happen here. Brock Lesnar, there is no need for this. But the Beast doesn't care what other people think. The Beast cares about what is best in his mindset. And that right now is another beatdown for Kevin Owens. Brings him in. Oh God. Every move that is hit here just means more and more pain. For the #1 contender, just means he is in an even worse state ahead of Battleground, and it's another trip here to Suplex City, as if he hasn't been through enough torture yet, as if he hasn't been through enough pain. Lesnar hasn't finished his fun and games yet. Kevin Owens sent to the outside there, and with no time to recover. Oh no, oh no, 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 I'm putting 2 and 2 together here, and I know what Brock wants to do. Brock, please. Brock, don't do it. It's no. Brock, there's no need to. Brock, don't. Brock Lesnar is going to do it. He's going to give Kevin Owens an almighty F5 through the announce table to finish things off between the Beast and the prize fighter. Well, there we go. Lesnar seems awfully happy about the job he's done now. Decimating Kevin Owens, but to the aid of the #1 contender comes the champion. Kyle O'Reilly has come to make the aid, has come to try and make the save for his #1 contender. But Brock Lesnar did not take too kindly to this interruption by the champion. Lesnar now is giving it to O'Reilly. He is giving O'Reilly what for in this moment, and Kyle O'Reilly is being beaten down to a pulp. Brock Lesnar, first he claims the #1 contender, and now he's gonna claim the WWE champion. O'Reilly up, and now down for an F5. Brock Lesnar just cannot be stopped. Brock Lesnar just single-handedly mauled the main event of Battleground, and he's not done yet. Come to the aid, and you're gonna feel the price. A chair shot to the champion. The WWE champion in a world of trouble right now. Brock unloading away, but wait. It's Punk. It's Punk to the raid. Punk to the rescue. Punk is going after the Beast. He's firing away with shots. CM Punk to the aid, and the Beast goes flying to the outside. But Punk to the rescue. To see CM Punk coming to the aid of the WWE champion, willing to take the risk, but also wanting to get his hands on the Beast once more. Punk gets to kind of hit two birds with one stone here. But Lesnar is still on his feet. Lesnar still stands and he still fights. He will not fall down for anyone. But Punk is going to sure try and fight here to get that to happen. Big knee, big bulldog to follow up. CM Punk is calling for nap time. Punk, the knight in shining armor for everyone. CM Punk, go to sleep to Brock Lesnar. Punk is the one who floors the Beast. Jesus Christ. SmackDown's off to a path to insanity already, and we're barely even a few minutes into it. We're only one match into it. And all of that happened in the blink of an eye, essentially. But we've got to move on, and we've got to get right on to the next thing here. We've got to get to a tag team matchup that CM Punk is involved in. So he's staying in the ring. I mean, as he should, but yeah, we've got a tag team match to get underway with now as CM Punk and Jay Lethal will team up to take on the team of Rusev and Damien Sandow. CM Punk already a standout performer tonight, having floored the Beast with a GTS and finally getting a one-up on Brock Lesnar. Now we wait and see what will transpire in this tag team matchup. I can't see any reason why these two men shouldn't be able to get the victory. I mean, at the end of the day, Brock Lesnar, if he can be floored, if he is able to floor the number one contender, if he is able to knock out the main event of Battleground on his own, but gets floored by CM Punk, and it also says an awful lot about CM Punk. So that is something to behold, but right now this tag team matchup has an awful lot going for it, as well as it has a preview, as does the main event, of course, have a preview. This one also gives a little preview for the match between Jay Lethal and Rusev at Battleground next week. These two men are going to square off in a one-on-one match, kind of to prove who has who's just a better man, I guess it is. There's no real reason as to why these two are fighting one another. Rusev's given no reason to it. Jay Lethal doesn't even know why Rusev went after him, but Jay Lethal stated that if he wants a fight, he's going to get a fight. Jay Lethal is not going to sit down and let Rusev beat him up week after week. Jay Lethal is going to take matters into his own hands, and he'll be sure to do that at Battleground when he takes out Rusev. But here tonight, Jay Lethal gets the chance to team up with CM Punk to take on his opponent at Battleground as well. But a man also getting himself involved in it, Damien Sandow. He could get a stand-up performance here. Sandow could find his way onto the card for sure. I think so. If he was able to put out imagine if he was able to beat Lethal or Punk in this one, that would certainly put Damien Sandow on the card, I think. Well, here we go. There was Damien Sandow in the ring, and now here comes Rusev, going to come out to this one alone. No Lana, she's not here tonight. Perhaps planning out the next thing, how Rusev maybe is going to crush Jay Lethal at Battleground. But Rusev seems firmly set on one thing right now, and that is taking the fight to Jay Lethal here tonight with his perfectly straight Bulgarian flag as he heads towards the ring. Rusev, was it 2 weeks ago, I believe, picked up the win over Tyson Kidd? It may have been. I think it was something like that. But certainly, Rusev has got some kind of involvement with Jay Lethal. I mean, it wasn't too long ago these two men engaged on a pay-per-view. It was back at the Great American Bash, the last Smackdown exclusive pay-per-view that these two men took each other on one-on-one. That was the right to go to Money in the Bank, which Rusev won. But now all of a sudden, Rusev wants a part of Jay Lethal once more. What I think it's Lana trying to build something on Rusev, trying to show that Rusev isn't someone that you should kind of sleep on, if that makes sense. You should pay full attention to the Bulgarian Brute, because you never know when he might target you. On the outside, we saw Punk and Lethal there talking back and forth, perhaps thinking about how they're going to take this match on. But right now, Rusev seems more than ready for this one. Seems more than ready, I think, to get his hands on Jay Lethal as well. However, there's also the self-proclaimed best in the world in the ring as well. And he's going to start this one off. The hunger for Punk to beat up a few more people hasn't faded away yet. It's still there, and he's going to start off with Sandow here. Here goes Punk now. Amazing to see Punk just so hungry to fight. It's almost as if that go to sleep on Brock seriously woke up this man. And now all of a sudden he's ready to go after anyone, anything, anywhere, anytime, those kind of things. And he's getting to do so right now against Damien Sandow. Sandow in a bit of trouble there as he's caught with a welcome to Chicago expletive. Punk they look to try and get a few shots on, but it was countered by Sandow, and he slows the pace right down. Boston Crab, and he's looking towards the ropes right now, which is very well done there by Sandow, but the three-time World Heavyweight Champion is able to get his way out of that one very easily. Punk, I've also just realized, I say he's a three-time World Champ, he's a four-time World Champ as well, as he was WWE Champion for some time. So it's him, Aries, and Owens who have the most reigns in this universe. He's just won the World Heavyweight Championship 3 times, but screw it, he's now a 4-time champ because that makes sense. Big spinning kick in the gut there by Punk, and now he takes it onto Sandow. Perches him up on the top rope there, and a crawl swinging neck breaker by Punk in a suplex cradle position as well. Not a landing that Sandow is going to be too keen about. And here comes now the Bulgarian Brute, Rusev, ready to go after CM Punk here. It doesn't seem as if his intention is too firmly on Jay Lethal right now. But Punk is going to give him a fight, that's for sure. The thing is, though, Punk is so hungry to beat people up, it seems. He shouldn't let it get ahead of himself. He shouldn't be too focused, and that is exactly what Punk's just realized. He's come back down to earth and has allowed Lethal to get a tag in here. Great tag team offense there by these two men. Jay Lethal now and Rusev going one-on-one here. Prelude to Battleground. And it'll be interesting to see what these two men can learn about each other in this matchup, the strengths and the weaknesses. And even back at home, wherever that is, what Lana is learning about Jay Lethal in this one. Rusev, though, oh, look at this now by the Bulgarian Brute. Strikes away, hard strikes as well. Rusev he's in complete control right now over Jay Lethal. Lethal finally gets out of the way, but can he get anything going? It doesn't look like it. Rusev, back suplex. Lethal uses his agility to get out of it. Tornado DDT. And now, can the self-proclaimed greatest first-generation wrestler that ever lived get something going here? Maybe so. We got the best first-generation wrestler and the best in the world teaming up against the Bulgarian Brute, the intellectual savior of the masses. There was a super kick by Lethal, and we know what that could be a prelude to. Oh no, it's going to be a tag actually into Punk. Seems as if Lethal wants to make Rusev wait for Battleground, but Rusev able to power out of the turnbuckle now, and Lethal in a bit of trouble. Dumped on his face. Spinning heel kick once more by Rusev. God, he caught that one on the money. What's Rusev going to do here? Oh, he's getting a position. He seems ready for this one. Rusev looked like he wanted to go for something, but it's countered. Lethal throws him into the turnbuckle, and Sandow tags himself in now. Sandow getting a little bit impatient. He wants a part of this matchup, and that may well have been his greatest mistake. Lethal injection. The cover here on Sandow. Punk in right away. And oh, Sandow kicked out of it though at 2. Punk did a great job there of running in right away in the attempt of saving this matchup. Or to make sure that the tag wouldn't be made there. Sandow now in trouble in the corner. Punk in. And here we go now, the straight edge man. I forgot what I was going to call him there. Completely blanked on a nickname for him there. Straight edge superstar, that's what he's called. Jesus Christ. Punk there with the counter. And a good one as well. Has him down on the mat right now, and Punk gonna go for the elbow drop into the chest of Sandow. Cover after it to put him away. Sandow still kicking out at 2. Lethal gets in the ring, and oh, Lethal with a bit of a cheap shot there on Sandow, but Punk, just as we saw before this one got underway, is looking to end it in the same fashion. One for Lesnar, one for Sandow. Go to sleep. Into the cover, right in front of Rusev though, and oh, I think Lethal may have had a deal in breaking now, and up a Punk goes right back into the cover, right into the count, and Sandow is still kicking out. 2 finishes later, and Damien Sandow cannot be put away here. Maybe this is oh my god, Sandow is getting something underway there. Electric chair for Punk. Sandow drags him into the middle of the ring. May look for the elbow of disdain here, and he's gonna get it. Punk not moving, and he connects with it. Punk gonna go for the, Sandow gonna go for the cross-arm neck breaker. You're gonna look for Terminus, but it's countered by Punk, who sends him down on the mat. What will Punk do here now? What will he look for? Punk gonna, well, he looked as if he might have been making a tag into Sandow, into Lethal, and Lethal now wants a little bit of this matchup. He's going to tag himself in, but he eats a side effect for his troubles there. Shoulder tackle now, and oh, what a save there by Punk. Totally illegal, to be fair. The referee should do a much better job in inflicting some rules upon that one. But he still made the save at least, I guess. That's all that matters. Lethal now the legal man in this one, as he goes after Sandow here with strikes in the corner. Flying forearm shot as well. Rusev doesn't seem as if he's too interested about being tagged back in this one. Sandow seems in a world of trouble right now. Good counter there though by Sandow. Gets a quick little jab in, but nothing more as Lethal pulls out the reversal. Lethal super kick. Drilled him on the money. And I think I know what is going to be in store once more for Sandow here. Or maybe not. Sandow pulls out the reversal. Neck breaker. No, it's countered. Lethal pushes him away. Gives him some breathing room. Sends him to the ropes. And here we go. This one should end it. Lethal injection. Into the cover once more goes Jay Lethal. Rusev sent a fly in. And it's a win for these two men. Lethal and Punk, your winners in this one. And a good victory as well to boot. Punk with a night to remember here in Providence. And Jay Lethal got a little taste of Rusev as well before Battleground. But the main talking point I think coming out of this one is CM Punk has finally woken up. He's finally woken something up inside of him. And he showed tonight he is not afraid of Brock Lesnar by any stretch of the imagination. Lesnar left laying. Punk stands tall at the end of it all. That was a real strong message sent by the best in the world. And the Beast may have a few things to think about in regards to that, but at the end of the day, he laid out the main event of Battleground on his own. It begs into question the state of Kyle O'Reilly and Kevin Owens, not only heading into Battleground, but of course heading into tonight for Kyle O'Reilly. We'll see what that's going to be like later on tonight, but what a way to kick things off here on Smackdown. Maybe we'll get a little bit of calm on the horizon right now, as we're going to get a singles matchup, one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions Nick Jackson is going to take on one half of the #1 contenders in MK Ultra, and that man is going to be Raven. That's up next. Well, as I said, let's hope we can get a bit of calm from this one. Here come the WWE Tag Team Champions. Of course, only one of them is going to be in action right now, but still, the Young Bucks head towards the ring with their funny jackets, bollocks that they pull off. Nick Jackson will be competing in this one against Raven. It'll be interesting to see what the Smackdown counterpart of the Bullet Club can pull off here in this one. Tell you what, it's always great to hear that iconic Bullet Club theme leading people down to the ring, and it certainly goes to show how it's been playing off on the Young Bucks. I mean, just look at SummerSlam for the Young Bucks and the Elite as a whole, how it made them such a success. They get that Bullet Club theme, and all of a sudden, they have titles around their waist to go with it. And of course, they already know their contenders. Next Sunday at Battleground, the Young Bucks will be facing MK Ultra, who'll be making their way out here from the crowd, as they tend to do. And of course, Kenny Omega has to deal with the man who he's against in the main event later on tonight, the King of Strong Style. First match of the night for a member of the Young Bucks. And they get the one-on-one match. Last time they were in a one-on-one match was, I believe, against Dash Wilder, maybe? Is that a Dash Wilder or Scott Dawson? And they pummeled into him with super kicks on that night. Right now, Raven and Harper heading towards the ring here. The #1 contenders of the tag team titles defeated Future Shock last week to guarantee that right. And now here tonight, they look to increase their momentum. They look to increase their chance of walking out with those belts in a strong performance and a strong victory, maybe. Interesting that Raven's going to be doing this one. I would have thought that maybe his heavy hitter, his tag team partner Luke Harper, who's been certainly fundamental for the victories of MK Ultra as of late, would be doing the bout, but it seems not. It seems if Raven wants to get his hands dirty in this one, and that is exactly what we're getting right from the start. He's going after Nick Jackson here, pummeling away at him with simple strikes, but this is from Raven, a man who has dealt with a lifetime of torment. And he's looking to always take out his anger on his opponents. Raven sent over the top rope there and drop kick down to the mat. And this is a great start so far for both men. Harper getting up to his feet there, and he almost went into the way of a tilt-a-whirl. A springing uppercut. Why'd the referee come out of the ring there? I don't know. I mean, the false count anywhere rule isn't applying, ref. There's no need to make the count, so he got a little bit confused. But here we go, back in the ring now. It's Raven back in control here, and let's see what this man will go for. DDT, and a high-angled one as well, pummeling down on a Nick Jackson. Do not be surprised if we see the involvement of the men on the outside. Matt and Harper, I think, will be a key asset to this matchup for either side. Tilt-a-whirl DDT, just as Nick Jackson tried earlier, gets countered. And now Nick Jackson, springboard moonsault there. Very nicely hit. And now Nick Jackson looking to continue on here with a few maneuvers. On to Raven. There's a standing sliced bread. Into the cover he goes. Shit, makes me think why he didn't try and catch the leg for that bridge, but maybe he just couldn't pull it off. Nick Jackson now has taken firm control of this one. Raven in trouble. Spear is counted into a DDT. Maybe Raven is not in as much trouble as I thought. But I don't know what this man will go for next. I don't know what move he will seek here. It's going to be another DDT, I think. Tornado DDT. All of these wearing down the head. For, of course, the even flow DDT when he's ready to strike with that. Irish whip here now by Raven. Oh, what a clothesline. And Raven all of a sudden lying in wait, ready to pounce onto Nick Jackson with the even flow DDT. Nick Jackson could well be out here. Matt not trying to make the distraction, but Nick Jackson kicks out early. More work needs to be done in order to put this match to bed, it seems, for Raven to pick up the win. Big headbutt there. Raven, running bulldog. Nick Jackson all of a sudden cannot catch a break. This is Raven's bout. Oh, reverse Hurricanrana there by one half of the tag team champions. Finally trying to turn things around in his way. Spear! This time Nick Jackson gets it, and he lies in wait. He warms up the boot. He's feeling hungry for it. Super kick is countered. And what a counter that one was for Raven. Sends him into the corner now. He puts him up on the top rope as well. I don't know what Raven's going to do. I don't even know what Raven's thinking here, but it certainly seems as if it's going to be a rough landing for both men. Raven in position. Double underhook. Superplex. And they both crash to the mat. Into the cover. Here goes Raven. Trying to look to put it away after that. Cover on Nick Jackson, and Jackson's still able to kick out at 2. Raven, taking a bit out of Dean Ambrose's playbook there. A crossbody and a flurry of punches to follow suit after it. Raven right now, once more, after countering a move from Nick Jackson, is in total control of this bout. Raven calling him up to his feet here. An elbow drop from the top rope there. A lot more like Dean Ambrose, especially with that one. Raven now in position though, ready to strike with a second even flow DDT. Cover on Nick Jackson. I don't think he's going to be fighting on any longer. This one's over. Raven is your dominant winner to boot. And a big win for MK Ultra heading into Battleground. Certainly a bit of danger could be cast there in regards to a potential new tag team champions being crowned. But we'll have to wait and see in regards to that one. Raven, though, doesn't look like he's done. The leader of MK Ultra demanding a microphone here. And Raven takes the opportunity to gloat in the victory, as we would expect from this man. He is very happy with the job he has done here, and claims, well, to be fair, claims an outlandish maybe, but also a fair claim that was a little portion of what's to come at Battleground. And now Raven with getting a bit into his personal life there as I guess not really much of a surprise, but Raven talking about how the Bullet Club claims to have that name. Well, Raven's been dodging bullets all his life, but now, after tonight, the Battleground, he's the one with the gun in his hand, and he is firmly ready to pull the trigger, and it'll result in new tag team champions when it's all said and done. For him, for Luke Harper, and for MK Ultra as a whole, he will not let down his followers. Quote the Raven, nevermore. Certainly seems that Raven is very confident ahead of next Sunday. Well, with Raven believing that the title is going to be coming to the group known as MK Ultra, this is going to make it very interesting heading into Battleground about now, seeing what, if anything, can be pulled out of the bag. If they can actually make that come true, if they can actually walk out with those tag team titles, that'll be an interesting situation to say the least. But as for right now, we're going to focus instead on this matchup. The third match between these two incredible female talents, and two who really have helped to epitomize the growth of the women's division ever since it stepped foot back in this universe almost a year ago. These two women encapsulated it back at Survivor Series last year, and they continue on their legacy here tonight. Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch were, at a time, the best talents that these brands had to offer. At a time, they were the best of Raw and the best of Smackdown. But now, here, both on Smackdown, it could be said that they are the best of the best, simply, and there is no other way. Or there is no saying otherwise. However, here tonight, they fight for one common goal, one goal that they share, the opportunity to go after the women's champion one-on-one for the right to face her at Battleground. And we know that both these women have a bit of a a say in the past with Winter. Sasha Banks has had her matches with her and she's had her chances to go after her, and she fell short, most notably at SummerSlam. However, that was due to the involvement of one Nia Jax. Becky Lynch, however, still has unfinished business, dating all the way back to WrestleMania when she lost the Women's Championship even to Winter on that night. However, both these women want that shot. Only one is going to be able to get it. And so they face each other here tonight for the right to deserve that championship opportunity. Becky Lynch in one corner, Sasha Banks in the other. These two women respect each other. These two women know each other in and out. But there is one thing that these two women aren't going to do, and that's play soft, so another one can get the win. Clean break in the corner there to get things underway. But it's Becky Lynch who's going to try and take the early advantage in this one, slamming Sasha Banks down onto her arm in order to try and gain that advantage, in order to try and set up early for the disarmer and also try and take away the bank statement from the boss. These two women, first time they've squared off outside of a pay-per-view. They faced the Survivor Series, as I said, to determine the first, or the return of the Women's Championship, to determine who is going to win that title. And then they returned, and then they had a return match a few months later at the Royal Rumble, but they have not faced each other since then. Not even since Becky Lynch has been on the Smackdown roster. She looked for some kind of forearm shot there at Sasha Banks, but Becky Lynch pulls out the counter and goes after Sasha Banks now, but it's Banks who pulls out the reversal. This one is going to get very back and forth, as we've seen in their battles in the past. They go to such extremes to get the win. That was for the title. This is for the number one contendership, though. A little bit of a different game. Still the same end result. A shot at that championship and a chance to be the champion. Becky now up on that top rope. Went for a splash, but the boss had plenty of time to read it and was able to counter her way out of it. Sasha. Hurricanrana there. Kind of had her springed up in like a pop-up powerbomb position, so it could have been worrying. But however, she was able to make sure that everything went well, and now she's the one with a little bit of control in this matchup. Only temporary, though, as Becky Lynch pulls out the reversal. Loaded forearm. Loaded up that forearm shot, couldn't connect with it, and oh, nice kind of stunner there by Becky Lynch. And what a way to capitalize right from the bat there. Tilt-a-whirl DDT. Sasha doing the smart thing there and rolling out of the ring temporarily. I don't know about the taunting part, though. That was just kind of goading Becky Lynch in to go after her. Counter there by Becky and Sasha going, well, both of them pulling out counters now, left, right, and center into the barricade. Not once, but twice goes Becky Lynch. But Sasha Banks unable to capitalize there, unable to unload away with shots, whatever she wanted to try. But Becky Lynch is going to get a face full of ring post for her troubles. Sasha Banks there just laying that one into her. And Becky Lynch certainly is going to be feeling the effects of that one. Sasha going to be happy she hit that, because that'll help with the bank statement. Banks with a disrespectful slap in the face there, basically. And here she goes now. Has Becky in position. What a leaping clothesline that one was. Banks now feeling a wave of momentum as she goes up to the top rope. Elbow drop onto Becky Lynch. Going to try and pin the last kicker here. Going to try and put her away. No, she can't become the number one contender just yet. Still a little bit of work to do there if she wants to be to have that right. Becky Lynch pulls out the reverse and now sends her into the turnbuckle. What a forearm shot that one was. Certainly running around for Sasha Banks, because she had no response to it. Exploder suplex there. Becky Lynch now could be in position and is. She's lying in wait, looking to strike with it. She's looking to lock it in, and she will get it. The disarmer. The disarmer by Lynch. Banks has had to tap out to this twice before in their battles, and she's trying to make sure that tonight there's not going to be a third time. Much out earlier in the night was going on about Kevin Owens not beating Brock Lesnar. Sasha Banks has not beaten Becky Lynch in their encounters, and she would like it to be 1-2 tonight as opposed to 0-3. It was a nice what was I going to say there? A nice crossbody there. Blanked for a second. Sasha Banks there missed with that shot. Can Becky capitalize now? It seems so. She has her in the turnbuckle. Oh, Big tornado DDT there to send down the boss, and once more going after the arm a little bit more. I think she needs to do more work though, and I think she had something planned in mind there, but Banks put a halt to that one. Banks now in position. She was looking for the back statement. Lynch counters her way out of it. And what a counter that was there by Becky Lynch. An absolutely vital time as well. She pulls out the reversal, and now we're going to get a Bexplex in the corner for Sasha. Oh! Her body just slamming down onto itself for added pain and punishment, essentially. But Sasha still able to counter out of it there with the dragon screw. These two women, back and forth from the moment the bell rung. They have given it their all in this one. I think, though, Becky Lynch has been hitting the harder impact moves. And she's already had a disarmer locked in on Banks. What a kick in the gut there, though, that was by Sasha. Countered back, though, by Lynch. Lynch might have been looking for a disarmer there. We won't know, but in the corner now she has Sasha, but Sasha's quick to fight their way out of it. And what a bulldog that one was, or more so a face buster, I would guess, than a bulldog. Sasha now in position, looking for the bankrupt neck breaker, and she connects with it on Lynch. This could be a ticket to Battleground and a ticket to face Winter. There's the cover, and oh, Lynch kicks out at 2. Sasha having to take some time, it seems, to capture her breath once more. This spout with Becky's been wearing her out, and she was looking to send Becky into the turnbuckle. Becky countered. Sasha rolls out of the ring. This match still just as back and forth. No idea of knowing who can pull out the final blow in this one, but Sasha seems to be in the running for it. Sasha seems to be looking for it. She locks in the back statement here of Becky Lynch. Middle of the ring. No way for Lynch to get to those ropes. Banks in a dominant position there with that submission. She couldn't, Lynch couldn't make her tap out to the disarmer, but can Sasha make her tap out to the back statement? No, Lynch rolls through and rolls up Sasha, now going to try and put her away with it. There's 2, and oh, there's 3! Becky Lynch played to her strengths and played a strong card in that one. A great counter, almost a slide counter, and it takes Sasha by total surprise. And okay, there's okay, I didn't know. Oh, right. Well, congratulations to Becky Lynch on becoming the #1 contender. Congratulations to Sasha Banks on truly breaking orbit. But Becky Lynch now will face the SmackDown Women's Champion Winter in just over a week from now. At Battleground, with a chance to become Women's Champion once more. Unfinished business for Becky to settle. Will she be able to pull it out? Will she be able to finally get a win over Winter and get that title around her waist? We'll find out. If there's one thing I know, Becky Lynch is heading into that match with a whole load of straight fire, and she will not give up in that one until she's got that title. Well, there we go. That was an interesting bout between those two women. They really gave it their all, and they got into show the SmackDown Women's Division is still just as good as the Raw one and the NXT one, of course. But now we're going to move on to our main event, The Elite against Shinsuke Nakamura and the WWE Champion, whose health can be doubted right now after what we saw earlier in the night. It's Kyle O'Reilly. And, of course, that main event is up next. And a main event filled with champions. That is the best way to define this one. And a match that involves perhaps one of the most personal feuds, I think you could say, potentially, about what's going on here between Kenny Omega and Shinsuke Nakamura. At the end of the day, Shinsuke Nakamura back at SummerSlam was kind of pushed to the side in the midst of their matchup when it was supposed to happen. So we could show that the Elite had joined the Bullet Club in what was an incredible moment for sure, but Nakamura is not focused on the Bullet Club. Nakamura is focused on getting that Intercontinental Championship back from the hands of Kenny Omega. Even the King of the Ring, though, certainly floating around with confidence right now. He stated and showed it last week when he laid out Nakamura following his victory over Cesaro in one-on-one action. And now Kenny Omega once more is feeling primed and ready to head into this one. Head into Battleground and walk out still with that Intercontinental Championship. A stipulation was added to the mix though during the week that I can now report about. That match of a Battleground, no Bullet Club, no Elite, no Young Bucks, no interferences allowed. If the Young Bucks or anyone from the Bullet Club interferes on the part of Kenny Omega, then the championship will be awarded to Shinsuke Nakamura. So certainly Kenny Omega has the bit between his teeth right now, and he's got to act on his own accord to prove that he deserves to be the Intercontinental Champion. Meanwhile, he's got a fired up and ready to start swinging away Shinsuke Nakamura on the other side of the ring, a Battleground, who wants to get 2 measures of revenge. 1 for losing his Intercontinental Championship, and 2 for Kenny Omega turning towards the Bullet Club and screwing him out of that SummerSlam matchup. What could have been an incredible match was instead nothing for Shinsuke Nakamura, a night he would like to forget. Nakamura, though, certainly seems in the zone, as the King of Strong Style always is. The longest reigning World Heavyweight Champion in this universe today. And he is certainly not lacking any confidence as he heads towards the ring. When does the King of Strong Style, though, ever lack confidence? This is a man who seems to always have it in spades, and he's certainly demonstrating it tonight here in Providence. Nakamura, who has already faced Kenny Omega in tag team action once over the last few weeks, looks to do the same again here tonight. Much the same as with Lethal and Rusev earlier in the night. It's that feeling out process. These two men have engaged in a number of matches over the last few weeks. This will be another one of their meets in a tag team environment. However, on that occasion, Nakamura was joined by the man he faced last week, Cesaro. On this occasion, he is joined by a former tag team champion and, of course, the current WWE Champion. But what is important to remember about the current WWE Champion is what state is he in? What condition is Kyle O'Reilly in as he heads towards the ring? The WWE Champion certainly trying to, looks as if he's trying to put that F5 behind him familiar. Came to the aid of Kevin Owens, of course, in the attempt to make sure that Brock Lesnar would stop at the attack on him, and instead O'Reilly kind of bit the bullet, really. And he took the beating on behalf of Kevin Owens. Not too sure what the condition is of Kevin Owens. He took a hell of a beating. He took an F5 through the announce table after all. Oh. And so, it's not known what condition he's in, but certainly O'Reilly seems ready here tonight, and he seems pretty damn good. Seems to have put it all behind him and is ready to move on here to this matchup. Meanwhile, on the outside, Nick Jackson seems to have recovered from his beatdown at the hands of Raven. And now here we go, we get to this one, we get underway. Nakamura going to kick things off against Matt Jackson. And of course, Matt Jackson was at ringside watching his brother lose to Raven. So whether or not that's demoralized him, not only of course in this matchup here tonight, but for that tag team matchup next Sunday against MK Ultra, I'm not too sure, but it certainly seems as if Matt Jackson is trying to give the former Intercontinental Champion, I should say, what for right now. Big clothesline though by Nakamura, pummeling Matt Jackson down to the mat there. Let's see what Nakamura can go for here early on. Oh god, oh what an amount of strikes there by Nakamura to send down Matt Jackson. Jesus, that took a it's one hell of a whiplash effect there on that kick, but Matt Jackson's still fighting on here and still able to go toe-to-toe with Nakamura. Northern Light suplex there. And it's almost as if he's trying to wear him down so that when Kenny Omega gets tagged in, he can have his way with his challenger, with his opponent at Battleground. However, it doesn't seem as if Nakamura is going to be the one to enter the ring. Nakamura is going to be in the ring, is what I was supposed to say, but certainly seems that way. Matt Jackson bringing the fight right now. Reverse Hurricanrana there Nakamura once more in a little bit of trouble, maybe. Oh, what a knee in the side of the head. Nakamura now in position with Matt Jackson. Going to send him back into the corner here. And here we go. The tag is made. Kyle O'Reilly brought in. What the hell are we going to see here? Up on the top rope. And a little bit of War Machine from NXT being brought out there. Great tag team maneuver there by these two men. I didn't even know if these two guys have teamed together before. But that was incredible. Teamwork there. And O'Reilly now the legal one in this matchup. What a DDT that one was. Onto Matt Jackson. Hooks the leg after into the cover. The WWE Champion trying to get the win here early on. Perhaps O'Reilly trying to protect himself. Maybe he does feel some kind of damage. I mean, I would be, if Kyle O'Reilly said he was fine, I think he would be lying, in all honesty. I think that trip to Suplex City and the follow-up F5 and the steel chair, of course, as well, was more than enough to give O'Reilly something that he will remember. O'Reilly, though, what a counter that one was. They're dumping him on his face. You could tell Matt Jackson was in trouble the moment he had no control over being on O'Reilly's shoulders. And the WWE Champion now, certainly perhaps if he has some anger from earlier tonight that the courtesy of Brock Lesnar, he's taking it out right now on Matt Jackson, not allowing the Intercontinental Champion a chance to be tagged in here. Sent into the opposite corner now is Matt Jackson. He eats a drop kick and he eats a cannibal senton. The one a certain Kevin Owens is known for. Of course, the man who will challenge him for that WWE Championship next Sunday. It was quite nice of Kenny Omega there. Didn't expect to see that respect from him. Letting him back into the ring there after being on the apron. Hurricanrana though by Matt Jackson. And I think what he needs to do now, more than ever, is make that tag in the corner. O'Reilly sent into it, and the Intercontinental Champion is in now. And we're going to get a bit of more bang for your buck, Kenny Omega style. There's the 450, and Omega finishes it up with a huge moonsault onto the champion. And here we go. The two big champions of SmackDown squaring off one-on-one right here, right now. Let's see what will transpire here. Let's see what Omega can do in this moment. O'Reilly, certainly now that beatdown from Lesnar is catching up to him somewhat. There's a counter, though, by O'Reilly. Finally able to pull out the reversal then. Nice elbow in the head, and he's got Omega brought in for something here. This is kind of like Nakamura's Exploder Suplex, except Kyle O'Reilly has a bridge cover on Omega, and he's out very early in this one. Nakamura seems quite fired up on the apron right now, and he wants in this one, and that's exactly what Kyle O'Reilly will grant him. Tag made. Here we go. Oh, the Shadow Machine. They are just taking tag team moves left, right, and center here. And now we get a preview to Battleground going on in the ring. The Intercontinental Champion and the Challenger squaring off one-on-one right here, right now in the main event of SmackDown. Omega up to the top rope, looks in for a 450, and he gets it! What a 450 by Omega! I would have had no idea that he could have pulled something off like that. But Omega certainly pulling out surprises there, counters Nakamura as well. And the cleaner looks to take charge now. What will he look for here now? Omega going to look for the electric chair into the German suplex. Great strength by Omega to hit it. There's the bridge. There's the cover. There's the count. And O'Reilly will come in to save it. I'm not too sure if Nakamura needed saving or not, but O'Reilly making sure to just come to the aid just in case. And he may need to come to the aid just in case again, because Nakamura is in yet more trouble. Up on the shoulders again of Omega. Brought into position for the one winged angel by Omega. Into the cover here. Right in front of O'Reilly, though, who can break it up. And O'Reilly trying to guarantee some safety there. The champion. The WWE champion. Giving a little bit of protection there for his tag team partner. But it's still Omega who's getting up to his feet first, following the one-winged angel. He's going to make the tag here. Back in comes Matt Jackson. Nakamura, though, doesn't know about it. He's still going after Omega. German suplex to the Intercontinental Champion. Now, Matt Jackson trying to go after him. Oh, spear by Matt Jackson. A huge upset could be on the cards here. Nakamura looking like he might be in a bit of trouble. We'll see about the legitimacy of that one, though, because Nakamura has found an opportunity for himself to catch a breather. Tag made. In comes the champion once more. And a double backstabber there. Fair play. These two men, I don't think they've ever teamed with each other. And they are like a well-oiled machine here tonight. O'Reilly in position, ready to strike. Cross arm breaker here. Got it locked in on Matt Jackson. Going to try and force a submission here on one half of the tag team champions, making a night to forget for the Elite. But Matt Jackson able to power out of it there, and the tag team champion still fighting on. Look for something there, and it's countered by O'Reilly, who then brings him in for a thumping Michinoku driver. I thought for a second there Matt Jackson was about to go over the ropes and out of the ring. Cover after it. 2 count there. Omega certainly had the opportunity to capitalize there. O'Reilly had his back turned, and he could have hit him square in the. He could have hit him right in the back of the head. Super kick by Matt Jackson. This could be one of the, if not the biggest win of his career. But O'Reilly kicks at it too. That was a huge moment for the Elite there, and a huge moment for Matt Jackson. Imagine how much he'd be able to run around and say, "I beat the WWE champion." And Matt Jackson is really making this match difficult here. Countering an awful lot and proving to be far more problematic than I think they originally imagined. Tag made, now tag made into Matt Jackson. It's going to be another more bang for your buck. Omega and Matt Jackson working incredibly well as a unit here. The Elite are all over the WWE champion right now. Nakamura may need to be the saving grace in this one. O'Reilly is feeling the effects of that beatdown by Lesnar and the beatdown in this match that he has suffered. Elbow in the head there by Omega. All the Intercontinental Champion look for now. Just kind of pacing around for a second. Gonna go for a moonsault here. Oh, absolutely whiffed that one. O'Reilly knew to get out of the way. But it's still Omega who has control right now. Oh, there we go, there it goes. And here come the strikes now by O'Reilly, unloading away. Kyle O'Reilly, as he has done for so long, refuses to give in when his back is up against the wall. That's what led him to the WWE Championship. That's what led him to getting Bobby Fish off of Smackdown. And he proved it right here, right now with that fight back. Tag made. Nakamura jumped at the opportunity there to go after Omega. Omega pulls out the reversal. Puts him up on his shoulders now. Look at the strength of Omega there. Alright, I'm not too sure what happened there, but we cut back anyway to the matchup. Omega now still in control over Nakamura. Surfboard stretcher being applied to the challenger. Nakamura's back has got to be screaming in pain here as the Intercontinental Champion tries to wear him down, but Nakamura pulls out the reversal. Counter by Omega. Nice back and forth reversal there. Nakamura in position, ready to strike. Exploder suplex. This could be the beginning of the end for the Elite. Nakamura's in position. Kick in the gut. Kinshasa. And that one could well end it. Cover on Omega. And oh no, he kicks at it too. The match is still alive here. But Nakamura not giving Omega a chance to recover here. Look at these knees. Firmly in the gut there, or the head even, I think they might have been, of Kenny Omega, the champion, in huge trouble now. The Intercontinental Champion being beaten down in these final few moments here. What's Nakamura going to look for now? Sets him in the turnbuckle, rolls out. Oh, what a knee in the gut. Jesus. Nakamura has suddenly just exploded into a mean streak of offense now. Tag made here. In comes Kyle O'Reilly once more. Oh, there's a double backdrop there. Good working together. What will O'Reilly look for now as he's tagged back in? Went for looked like a big slap in the face there, but Omega pulls out the counter, and there we go. Finally, some breathing room for Omega, or not. There's a counter by... Back and forth counters right now by these two men. Oh, where did this come from? O'Reilly, out of nowhere, brings in Omega for chasing the dragon. No, Omega pulls out the reversal. And O'Reilly did a great job there, running away at the last moment, running away from the grip there of Kenny Omega, so he could get a quick moment to catch his breath or try and resume control in this one, just so he could potentially avoid a one-winged angel. What a knee in the head there by Kyle O'Reilly. Now the champions are going back and forth once more with their counters. There's a stiff forearm shot in the face there, and now it's in position, ready to strike again onto the champion. One-winged angel. Will it put away O'Reilly? There's the count. Wow, it will not. Kyle O'Reilly kicking out at a 1 count there of the one-winged angel. After everything he's been through tonight, there is no quitting this man. Matt Jackson now tagged back in. That worked out well. And Matt Jackson will jump back in for the cover here to try and put away O'Reilly. And O'Reilly will kick out at 2 this time round. Good job of rolling out of the way there, but these two men now, they've got to be rather exhausted in this one after going through so much. How much more can they endure? Matt Jackson in position. Hurricanrana there. And once more he's able to fall the WWE Champion. Yeah, now's not the time for two sweets, to be fair though, Matt Jackson. Now's the time to be focusing on the match and trying to put away the champion. What a huge win this could be for Matt Jackson. Elbow drop there, Scott Steiner-esque. Is he going to take flight here? Indeed he is. Matt Jackson going to go to the air once more. 450, and he doesn't connect with it. But look at how he's able to continue going here. The speed of Matt Jackson all of a sudden being a huge difference maker. Triangle arm lock here on Kyle O'Reilly now. Will O'Reilly be able to fight his way out of it? Yes, he will. Does a good job of it as well. And once more, we could be in for another tag team maneuver in the turnbuckle by the team of O'Reilly and Nakamura. What are they going to do this time round? Double Northern Light suplex. Very well versed there. Cover by Nakamura after it. And oh, Matt Jackson kick out at 2. Omega seems to be almost out of it on the apron right now after everything he's endured. But Nakamura still going on here with a whole load of strikes right now for Matt Jackson to endure, but Matt's got a few of his own there. There's a counter. There's one of his own by Nakamura. Yeah, these two just countering each other back and forth. What a kick in the side of the head there by Nakamura. Big jump for Nakamura there, and he didn't really get all of it. He kind of got the leg, but that was basically the full force of that one. What a kick in the side of the head once more though by Nakamura. And a big knee in the gut. Matt Jackson suddenly, well, he looked like for temporarily while he was in a world of trouble, but suddenly a counter by Matt Jackson, but it means nothing. That axe kick there, and Nakamura is up on that second rope once more. Now he's going to look for it from the top with the knee. Nakamura's getting jittery. He's getting ready. Nakamura, Kinshasa's countered by Matt Jackson. What a reversal. But oh, Nakamura's making him pay for it now. Maybe he's not. Counter now. And Matt Jackson going after the leg. I'm surprised that Matt Jackson's been able to show how much he's got in this one. And with two of SmackDown's biggest names as well. Nakamura pushes Matt Jackson away temporarily to perhaps try and recoup. Try and catch his breath here. And he may look for the landslide. And he's going to hit it right there. Landslide onto Matt Jackson. Trying his best to put him away here. And Matt Jackson powers his way out at a 2 count. The longer this one goes on, the worse it is really for everyone involved, to be fair. They're all going to get more worn out. They're all going to get more drained of energy. And that is not what they need just over a week away from Battleground. Counter there by Matt Jackson. Looked like he was attempting something there. Nakamura pulled out the counter, and still these strikes do not stop. Nakamura going to look for another landslide here onto Matt Jackson, and he nails that one on the money. Tag made now. Back in comes the champion. Back and forth tags, to be fair, by the team of Nakamura and O'Reilly, really paying pivotal into why they have been able to hold in themselves in this matchup for so long, I think. They knew exactly what they were doing. It's like they knew their game plan and they've acted on it. Matt Jackson now, despite being able to counter the Kinshasa, has not done anything for some time. It's almost as if he's out on his feet. Drop kick there to the legs. Didn't get anything from it, but he's going to feel something from this, and it's going to be a world of pain. Explode a back suplex there with the bridge on to Matt Jackson, and it does it. There was nothing more he could give. Kyle O'Reilly gets the pin and the win, overcoming what happened earlier tonight to Brock Lesnar. Kyle O'Reilly can celebrate a little bit of victory, but he is almost as worn out, I think, as his challenger next Sunday, Kevin Owens. Felt the effects of Brock Lesnar. Kyle O'Reilly has felt the effects of practically 3 beatdowns. 1 from Brock, 1 from Omega, and even 1 from Matt Jackson as well. But it's a win for these 2 men here tonight. It's a win for champion and challenger. And is that going to be the duo who walk out with the belts from Battleground? And as they celebrate their victory here, I'm getting word through. Oh my goodness. We have the main event for next week's Friday Night Smackdown just before Battleground. There it is, right there as you see it. Next week in the main event, Brock Lesnar will go one-on-one with the WWE Champion, Kyle O'Reilly, in one-on-one action. You do not want to miss that one bit. It is going to be amazing. That will end this episode of Smackdown. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, guys, and ta-ra.